Right, I am here with Dyaus. Dyaus, you're fighting on the new Attitude Boxing Show, December 13th in Allentown. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Dyaus. I'm 24 years old, right-handed fighter. Been training for 2 years, ready to get out there, finally get my first fight.
Yeah, this is going to be your debut and a little unique format. It's not how most amateur boxers get their debut, but expect to put on a big show for you. How is your training camp been going? And tell us about your gym a little bit. It's King's Corner, correct?
Yes, King's Corner Boxing out in Colmar, Pennsylvania. Training's been amazing. A lot of network with my coach, Coach Malik Harris, and my other coach, Coach Jeff Willoughby. A lot of sparring. Just had a pretty rough sparring last night. I feel very prepared though. Um, Yeah, that's we started training. I mean, I've been training like a training camp even before this fight was announced.
Good, good. And it's always good to be in shape, be ready to go. How about your weight? Are you on weight? The fight's at 175 against Greg Castillo.
Yeah, 175. Even when we were taking the fight, I think I was like already walking around at like 178. I could have gone yeah, lower if we needed to, but I'm perfectly comfortable at 175.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. That's always an asset too. You don't have to do the big cuts leading up to the fight. How did you get into the boxing world? What got you motivated to get in there?
It's funny because I walked into King's Corner. The first thing that was like on my mind was like, okay, I'm just gonna try and cut some weight. Um, I was actually thinking about uh, I didn't finish college, right? So at the time, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna lose some weight. I'm gonna go back to college and maybe play some college football or something because I stopped sports really in the middle of high school, and I was just like, you know what, I want to get back into it. But once I lost like the first 20, 30 pounds, and then my coach was like, hey, your coach Jeff was just like, hey, you want to come to sparring? And, went out. I did decent. Some guys will definitely whoop me. Other guys I did really well with, but there was just something so addictive about it. And I was just like, I really want to keep doing this. And we just keep sparring and sparring. And then it was just like, I slowly get better and better. And it just kind of got to a point where it's like, I think I really want to do this. So,
Very good, very good. Couple things to unpack there. So when you went in there to lose that weight, you're at about 175 now. So where were you starting at when you came into the gym?
like 230, a little bit, around 230. Yeah.
Okay, so you lost a good deal. Good.
Yeah.
And when you d decided to spar, from the day you started to the day you got in the ring for the first time to spar, how long was that?
It was, it was like 3 months later after I
Oh,
started. Yeah.
good, good, good. And you trained about 2 years, did you say? Did I get that correct?
Yeah. So it's like 2 years. Yeah, yeah. We are coming up. I think it's been about 2.5. And next year, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think it's 2.5. But yeah, to be safe, I was just like two. Yeah.
Good, good. In that time period, at what point did you say, "All right, I'm gonna get in the ring someday, and I'm gonna fight for a trophy or a medal or whatever"? At what point did you decide you're going to be a competitor?
Um, well, I had a little bit of a hand issue, but it took me out for a little bit. And like as soon as that happened, it was just like, oh, I can't do this for like an extended period of time. And it was just like once I got it back, I was just like, I don't want to lose this again. I want to use it. I want to compete because it's just like I'm having fun in the gym, but it's just like, nothing's official. Um, you know, I look great here. No one gets to see my skills. I want to put them on display, you know, and it's just like, what if my career just died in the gym? Like, what? Yeah, it was just that big what if question. And I was just like, I want to show this to people. So,
Yeah. Awesome, awesome. That's really good, really good. What does a typical training week look like for you at King's Corner? How many days you in the gym? How many hours? How many sessions?
Um, it's like training up to this, I'm usually in there every day of the week because well, when I work there, right? As one of the trainers now, and usually I'm training. Last week I trained 6 days. When I'm not, because I was preparing for this fight, I've been like, yeah, every day. Once my body kind of can't take it, take a rest day. It's usually 6 days, but before that, it was like, um, yeah, I'd say like 4 to 5 times a week. Pretty intense. Trying to get some mitts in with Malik or Jeff. I get that in like 3 times a week. Sparring, like at least one or two hard sparring sessions in a week. Uh, Maybe throw in like a light technical day where we're just kind of working drills or something. Um, and then, we have people come in there all the time for personal one-on-ones, and it's just like I uh I like to work on my defense a lot. So it's just like if someone's got a client come in and I'll be like, hey, if they want to like try and punch on someone, let me gear up. I'll just work on defense. It's like sometimes it's just like I can't get 2 days of good sparring in that week. So it's just like, you know what, I'll take whatever I can get.
Right, right, right. That's a good way to do it. And man, any gym would hire you for that.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah, I
great.
absolutely love it.
Have you looked into Greg Castillo, or your opponent? Does your opponent matter in your preparation? How do you, what's your approach to all that?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely did try. He seems kind of ghost online, but like, you know, I know he's got that kickboxing background, so
Yeah.
um, I have like talked with some guys who have an MMA background. They're just like, yeah, they kickbox kickboxers kind of have like an awkward style. They might have like really good legs and have that awkward like offbeat punching kind of punch off angles. So it's something that I've definitely thought about what his style could be, but I'm just worried about what I can control because I'm not gonna know what like he's gonna do until he's right in front of me. So
Right, right.
as long as I get in there, I do what I need to do. I listen to my coaches. I've done the prep work. I feel good about the fight.
Excellent, excellent. And I appreciate you guys too, because you got all your medicals and blood work and paperwork, and you were very, very on top of that. And Greg had already fought for us this year, so he has his on. So this fight is on. Um, and it's December 13th. We weigh in December 12th. So we're like 8 days away from weigh-ins right now. What does the next 8 days look like for you in the gym, in your mental prep, and in your diet?
A few more hard days. My diet was like before. Once we settled at that 175 weight, I was just like, okay, I don't have to worry about the diet as much, right? But as we taper down in the training intensity, now I got to go back to like counting calories so the weight doesn't go back up or anything like that. But yeah, I got a few more days of pretty hard training. Then we kind of go down a little bit. I'm still going to be in there working. I still want to be ready on fight night. There's just kind of a switch that needs to stay on, right? And if it's just like if you turn it down too much in a week, and I'll notice this because I haven't had a fight, but like if I turn it down just a little bit for 1 week, I try to come back and work against some good guys in sparring. It's a rough week for me. So um, I have that understanding of okay, well we still gotta stay active that week.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, you sound like you've thought through that pretty well. All right, so the fight is December 13th. It's in Allentown, PA. I'm sure you're going to have a ticket link that's going to be below this once you start sharing this video. I'll give you the last word, and then we'll get this published.
Yeah. Hey, Greg, ready for you. I hope you came prepared as well. I hope to put on a great fight. And no matter what, I think people are going to be really entertained by what we got going on.
All right, Dyaus, welcome to New Attitude Boxing, and I'll see you on December 13th.
Yeah, thanks, Gary.